Hello, ladies and gentlemen, crypto deep divers. Welcome back to Weekly Crypto. Today, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin. So, Peter Brand tweeted about Bitcoin enter its fourth parabolic phase. And also, Argentina has capital control. And of course, their currency has depreciated like almost 25%. Just in case you're new to the channel, just to remind everybody that you can earn EOS, DAI token, Lumen, basic attention token income based. Also, if you haven't installed the Brave browser, you can click the link below. And Brave browser block out all the advertising. You can surf the internet faster. So let's talk about Bitcoin quickly. So basically, he tweeted about Bitcoin entered the fourth parabolic phase. This was from yesterday. I was supposed to create this video yesterday, but I'm just too tired. And of course, they're talking about Max Kaiser talk about 28,000 Bitcoin. And so this, I think he made the right call at the very beginning of the year when everybody is so bearish, saying that Bitcoin will go even further down. But he already made the right call at the very beginning of this year, saying that Bitcoin will go to a parabolic phase. And this is exactly what happened. And Bitcoin go from 3,000 and then 4,000 and 6,000 and then go all the way to 14,000 around June. And right now we have a correction. So at the time, everybody is so bearish at 3,000. He already made the call that enter the parabolic phase. And exactly what happened, it go all the way to 14,000 in June. So, and also I think Ron Powell basically tweeting about if you don't have any Bitcoin, then this looks like the last time to board the rocket ship. I love the wedge pattern like this. They have a high probability of success. Good luck. This is a shit ton going on in the macro land. And this was tweeted about yesterday. At the time, Bitcoin was around 9,600, 9,007. And of course, there's a lot of macro factor, geopolitical pressure. We have trade war. And we have a lot of uncertainty in the global economy. And Argentina have imposed capital control. And their currency already depreciate like 25% since last month. Just imagine if you have 10,000 in the bank. Right now, you only have 7,500. I mean, this is not good for the middle class or the saver. If you put everything in a bank, without hedge against inflation or depreciation of the currency, you lose out a lot. So a lot of rich people probably have a capital outflight out of the pesos to other currency, US dollar, Swiss franc, or some other currency. So they impose a 10,000 per month to basically limited the US dollar purchase for 10K per month. And because they have 3 billion outflow of capital out of pesos to other currency. And Argentina is on the brink of default. And, don't forget, Venezuela have a hyperinflation. And their currency is depreciate almost 100-some%. So that means it's become worthless paper. If you put the money in gold or silver, I don't think your gold or silver depreciate 25% in 1 month. So Bitcoin is also hedged against inflation. It's a safe haven as well. So there's a lot of geopolitical uncertainty, and also Chinese. This is a hash rate. Also Chinese yuan, because of the escalation of the trade war, Chinese yuan has depreciated a little bit further, and you can see the U.S. They have a trade war, the new tariffs on China, and then China retaliate on higher tariffs on U.S. goods, and then of course China is going to depreciate the yuan further in order to increase competitiveness for the export. Otherwise, the export is so expensive, nobody is going to buy, so that's why they have to depreciate their currency. And with the depreciation of the currency, there's outflow of capital of China. Of course, they already have outflow of capital for the past few months already. So there's a correlation between the depreciation of the Chinese yuan and the increase in price of Bitcoin. So in China, they have very tight in terms of money outflow, especially with the trade war, and also because of the outflow of the currency from yuan to US dollar. And I think a lot of rich people, they probably have already transferred the money out of China a long time ago. But some people, they probably transfer the yuan to Tether, and then Tether to transfer to Bitcoin. Then this can be out of the country electronically. So they don't have to go through, go through the mainstream in the bank or, but even the bank, they have capital control in China anyway. So there's a correlation between the depreciation of the Chinese yuan and the increase in price of the Bitcoin. And this is from CL. He tweeted about the correlation with the depreciation of Chinese yuan and the increase in price of Bitcoin. So let's talk about, let's go back. Okay, this is the halving. The halving is coming up on May 18, 2020. It's less than 1 year. It's pretty soon, very fast. So let's talk about Mr. Anderson. So a few days ago, on August 20, I think a few days ago, I talked about this. So in my previous video, and 65% people talk about at the time Bitcoin was around was 8,000, I think 9,500 or 9,600 at the time when Bitcoin was. And Mr. Anderson did a poll saying, asking people, like 65% of the people saying that it will go to 8,800 and 35% will go to 10,000. So at the time when I created a video about this, I said if a lot of people thinking 8,800 is not going to happen. So this is exactly what happened. Now Bitcoin go back to about 10K. So now he did another poll again. So he did another poll saying that, what do you think? So 55% of the people saying that Bitcoin will go to 10,600, 45% will go to 9,000. So right now it's hard to tell. This is pretty close, almost 50-50. So we'll see. And let's go to, so another interesting thing about gold and silver, over 35 million ounces for delivery. September COMEX traders are asking for physical delivery, not paper. So this is pretty interesting. If they ask for physical instead of paper, the silver price may pump from $15 to $40. Oh, not a financial advice. I mean, I don't think they will let it happen to deliver in physical, because the whole purpose of the future market is to control the price of silver anyway. Another interesting thing is for in the COMEX, when they trade physical versus paper, so for every 165 ounce of paper, there's a 1 ounce of physical. So that means they're trading paper gold in the COMEX. So and another interesting thing about the gold and silver future market, price of physical gold is determined by the future market and not with the physical supply and demand. So because they are trading paper, not the actual supply and demand of the physical gold. And commercial banks have unlimited supply of money because they can print any money they want, so they can buy any paper gold they want, basically. Banks can take short position for a very long time, and commercial banks are selling 60x more gold than they have. Of course, because of the paper gold of the future market, so they don't have that many physical gold in the vault or in the safe. They can still manipulate the price of gold using the future market, using the paper gold. So commercial banks have the ability to create digital gold and silver by fiat currency. Of course, they have all the money at their disposal, how they want to play the game. Through COMEX, the banks can create gold from straw. That's very true as well. So if you go to the commitment of trade for the gold report, so you can see the last speculator, long positions over 400,000 and short position 53,000. And interestingly, commercial, which is from the bank, the long position is like over 372,000. Short position is over 770,000. You can see the short position is drastically more than the long position. And in terms of the small speculator, the long position is over 77,000. Short position is over 40,000. And to me, I don't think they will pump the price to liquidate their own positions, right? To me, I think they will dump the price to liquidate the long position. You have seen large speculator, the long position is like over 400,000, and for the small speculator over 77,000. for the long position. To me, they're going to dump the price to liquidate those positions. I don't think they're going to liquidate their own short position, pump the price to liquidate their short position. But I could be wrong. This is not a financial advice. This is just based on my my personal opinion. I could be wrong as well. So, but it can go either way. So, Super Crypto is saying that gold will either go to 1350 or 1,800 in weeks or months from now. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we'll see. And there's an interesting, right now there's a Hong Kong protest right now. You can see this guy is blocking the police car from coming forward. They're talking about this is like a Tiananmen Square, Tiananmen Square Part 2 or something like that. This is crazy. So we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Let's go to talk about. So Benjamin Blunt's basically talk about 7,500 Bitcoin is still possible. It's still it's not off the table, and he basically made the right call when Bitcoin make the right call. He called for the bottom at 3,200. Back in June 23rd, 2018. At the time, I think Bitcoin is still correcting. I think maybe 8,000. I can't remember at the time. So and people are still saying that I think April he called for the bottom, right? Yeah, and then I think June he called for bottom. Anyway, so anyway he made the right call because a lot of people at the time I think at the beginning of this year around 3,000 people still saying that Bitcoin may go to 1,000, go to whatever. And he made the right call anyway. So he said this is not off the table. So and Crypto Bird is talking about massive consolidation going on based on technical analysis, ready to buy at dips, which is 7.5, like 7,400 or 8,500. Well, if a lot of trader targeting 7,400, 8,500, I don't know. I'm not sure we'll get there. So because too many people thinking about the same way, the opposite will be true. And this is based on Peter Brand saying that there's the fourth phase of the parabolic run. Let me know what you think about the price of Bitcoin. This is interesting to see how it goes. And a lot of things, there's a lot of geopolitical pressure going on right now because of and also ECB is going to do more easing. So this is just put the pressure, unless we'll put more pressure for the price of commodity to increase. But then if you go to see the short and long position, where is it? If you go and see the short and long position, to me it looks like they're going to dump the market. But I could be wrong as well because you can see this is a very drastic, and in terms of the total, it's almost 50-50, the long and short position. But if you see the breakdown, then I don't think the bank is so stupid to liquidate their own position, right? The commercial, maybe they will liquidate the little guy or the large speculator. So that means they probably want to dump the market. I could be wrong as well. So we'll see how it goes. There's so many political uncertainty. Argentina, they have a capital control, trade war, the tariffs, and also there's a protest in Hong Kong as well. There will be a lot of outflow of capital to USD, and you never know what's going to happen. So there's a lot of geopolitical uncertainty. Let me know what you think about all this. There's a lot of things going on with the price of gold and silver. Do you think it's going to go up? And also the price of Bitcoin? What do you think? Why Bitcoin is pumping again? Is it because of the further depreciation of the Chinese yuan, or this already factored in, or something else going on? Or maybe because of the capital control of Argentina, but I don't think that will affect that much. But anyway, please comment below. I would love to hear from you. So let me know what you think. If you find this video helpful, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, also share with your friends. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out the upcoming airdrop or giveaway. Also, you can follow me on Twitter as well. Hey, please comment below. I would love to hear from you. And I usually respond to every single comment. And if you already subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out the upcoming video. And also, remember, crypto deep divers, we the people take control of our money. Stay wise, Stay safe. Peace. I'm not a financial advisor. Investing in cryptocurrency and other commodities can have inherent risk. Please use your due diligence.